Hello, let's solve a LITS puzzle. This one's called Worms. It's by Prasanna Seshadri. I sourced this from GM Puzzles. There's a link in the description. So what we need to do is we need to be placing tetrominoes inside each region. So every region will have a tetromino in it. So there's 4 available in this puzzle. There's the L tetromino, but the L could be rotated or reflected. They're all considered the L. We have the I pentomino, or not pentomino, tetromino, which would be something like this, just straight line, or like that. And then we have the T tetromino, which is this one here, which could be like that, or like that, or like that. And then we have the S tetromino. I just like the word pentomino better. Anyway, we have the S tetromino, which looks like that, or again, rotate or reflect at your will. So each region has exactly 1 in it. The reason we can't do an O is because we are not allowed to make a 2x2 of shaded cells. So if I had, say, an L here, and then, I don't know, an S here, and then another L here, that would make a 2x2 right there, and a 2x2 right there, which would violate our constraint. This is okay so far. Additionally, 2 of the same shape. So if 2 shapes touch each other through a border, they cannot be the same shape. So this would be an L and this would be an L. So that violates that constraint. So again, there's a tetromino in exactly one tetromino in each region. Cannot make a 2x2 of shaded cells. The tetrominos that touch each other cannot be the same as each other. And then the final rule is that all of the shaded cells must connect together orthogonally. So a diagonal connection isn't enough. You have to be able to get from any shaded cell to any other shaded cell following edges through shaded cells. All right, and that's it. I'm going to get started right now. Okay, so 5 cell regions are very handy because we know that 4 contiguous cells are going to be shaded. And so the middle 3 must be shaded, just kind of by definition. Do we have any more like that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 long. So this middle one is always going to be used. In fact, it's these 2 that are always used, and then the 2 on the ends are free to do what they want. So for this, okay, so first of all, there's a few that I'm going to look for the small regions first, and then we'll do the rest of this logic. I think that does it for the small regions. Right. So this can't be shaded because it would make a 2x2, so we can just automatically not shade that. Same with this one. That means this isn't shaded because it wouldn't be able to get anywhere, right? We have to have 4 contiguous cells. And so now we're down to 5 here. So these 3 are going to be shaded for sure. That means we can't shade this one. That makes this an L. Now this can't be an L because it would touch another L. And so that has to be an S. Don't make a 2x2 here. This would be an L touching an L. So this is also an S. And now we can't shade this one because it would have to continue here. And that would make a 2x2. So this has to be an L here. Don't make a 2x2 here or here. And so we have to avoid making an L, so we can't do this, which means we have to include this one. And then just don't make an S, I guess. So I think we're going to make the T. We can't be an S either. So we have to include this one also. And if we took this one, we'd be an O. So we're not taking that one. That makes the T. Okay, so that proves it's the T. I mean, if you're going fast, if it works, that means it's the only thing that works. But I like to prove it's the only thing that works. Since I have time, I'm not speed running this. All right, so don't make a 2x2 there. That means we can't take any of these because there's just not enough room to do 4. And so that means we're doing this L. So no 2x2. This is gonna have to connect somewhere. Okay, I can't do these 2 because it would be an L touching an L. So I'm not doing that. I could make this an I, but this one's always going to be taken. And it's going to be an I. It's either going to be an I like that or like that. Can't make a 2x2 here. I wonder how we continue here. So we need to be careful about this, that we don't make 2x2s. So like if I took this one, I would not be allowed to take that one there. So it would have to snake around like this, and it would be an L. So I can't take this one. If I were to take this one, I'd have to be careful not to take that one. So it would be a T. And that works just fine. So I'm allowed to take that one. If I took this one, I can't take that one, and it would be an L touching an L. So this has to be the T. Nice. And now we have kind of a similar issue over here. We can't take this one or this one. They would just continue and make a 2 by 2. So I'm either this I. Yeah, I'm taking these three for sure. I'm either the I or I'm the L. Oh, no, but that may make a 2 by 2. So I'm the I. Okay, that works. So now this one can't be taken. It would make several 2 by 2s. We can't go around this corner. That would make a 2 by 2. This would make a 2 by 2 down here. And so would this one. So we're down to just this L, which means no 2 by 2 there. That's an I. And now we just have to figure out what this is doing. Is there any particular reason that only one thing works? Like it seems like it just make that L or something. So, okay, so what am I missing here? What is it? I haven't made a mistake yet, have I? I just don't understand why we can't just do like an I here or an L here or plenty of other options. Oh, these don't connect. Oh, we have to connect this to this. Look, this the group down here isn't actually connected up here. So we have to connect that to that. And that means we can't be an L or an I, so we're going to have to do the T. Wow, okay, that's clever. I'm just going to green the rest of these. Nice. That was a good intro LITS puzzle for sure. It used a lot of the basic concepts, just the straight up rules to plow forward. That was nice. How'd you do?